is Adilson Oliveira from Federal University of São Carlos. He is going to be talking about local magnetic moments due to defects and impurities in an itinerant spin density wave system. You see, when you're old, you cannot even read a long title. Anyway, thank you, Adilson.
Okay, tough. Do you read me? Okay. So thank you for organizer to invite to participate in this amazing congress. Yeah, is amazing workshop, and many ideas, many different things in the previous talks. However, my talk is absolutely outside of magnetonics. Is associate of a magnetism, associate of the spin density waves. My discussion about spin density wave is based on chromium. Chromium is a prototype of the system of the spin density wave. It's a three-dimensional system. In a many other cases of the spin density wave is a linear systems, for example, in different molecules. But the case of chromium is interesting because it's a study of many years. The first studies using neutron diffractions in 50s exactly apply in magnetic systems, apply in chromium, and discover the particular type of the magnetism of the chromium. The chromium antiferromagnetic is predicted in 1936 by Niel. Exactly, Louis Niel is proposed of the chromium is an antiferromagnetic system, the first observation of the antiferromagnetic system. And during of the 60s, observed in neutron diffraction the characteristic of the spin density wave. Oops, okay. The nature of the spin density wave in chromium alloys is interesting because of the only change of the chromium produced of alloys. For example, the other transition metals like vanadium, titanium, niobium, is change of the Fermi level of the system. Because it's, for example, vanadium, the special case discussed here, vanadium is the same structure of the chromium. It's a BCC, and this left side of the table, and only one difference, one letter less is only difference. And I show for you, for us, this simple change in chromium produces a particular phenomenon, the local spin density wave in chromium alloys. The local spin density wave is idea based on of the local magnetic moments observed in this alloy. And the local spin density wave produces magnetic reversibilities in magnetic behavior of the chromium alloys. Okay, this is a chromium. It's a beautiful metal. It's a many applications in different products. Yeah, for example, this is a chromium. Chromium apply here because the chromium is a very stable oxide of chromium, and they use it for produce steel, for example. These are chemical properties importance of the chromium. Okay, and observe of this. The piece of the chromium is a commercial chromium. Observe as a single crystals. Yeah, this is a single crystals. It's very easy to produce these samples. Okay. So chromium is a prototype of the itinerant antiferromagnetic described by spin density waves. And these spin density waves incommensurate with reciprocal lattice. This is the first special point about the chromium. The magnetic order is a different of the magnetic, the lattice. This difference is is a the Q vector characteristic of the spin density wave is a 2pa is a reciprocal space, 1 minus or plus delta. And this delta depends on the temperature, depends on the characteristic of the alloy. Okay? Effect of the difference of the spin density wave in the reciprocal lattice produce the coupling with electron and hole. And it is a shape of the Fermi surface. Observe the difference, the point of the electrons and the holes. This difference of this hole electron created the exciton because it's the interaction of the hole and the electron. However, chromium is a metal, not a semiconductor, because this interaction produced a gap in this Fermi surface, but not in a specific direction of the Fermi surface. I'm showing the question about the gap in chromium. And the antiferromagnetic order of the chromium presents two phases. Phases AF1 is a transversal antiferromagnetic. This is a Q vector associated with a spin density wave, and the S of the spin associated of this SDW. Observe of the change of the direction of the spins around of the lattice. Below a specific temperature, spin flip temperature, the spin density wave is not more transversal, but is a longitudinal behavior. This change of the direction in chromium is a 120K. Laurent in 1981 calculated of the Fermi surface of chromium and observed of the difference of the holes and the electrons. And is a very interesting, this paper is recently published in April 2025, direct observation of the Fermi surface by ERPS measurements, yeah? And observe exactly behavior 2p A, 1 minus delta, 2p away, 1 plus delta. It's a recent paper, is published in 25 April, 1 month ago. Observe exactly this characteristic of the chromium. Okay. Associated of the spin density wave exists a charge density wave because the modulating of the spins associated of modulating of the electrons. And the spin in the chromium, this charge density wave is measured directly by STM measurements. Observe of the length of the spin density wave, around 6.0 nanometers, 60 angstroms, 20 times of the distance of the lattice parameter of the chromium. It's absolute itinerant system. And associated of the spin density wave is a charge density wave. This is a modulate of the charge density wave. So this observe the data by STM measurements. The region is, this region here is exactly of the charge density wave in surface of the chromium, observed by this measurement. For example, the signal is associated of the modulation of the signal is associated exactly of the distance of the observation, the charge density wave. This picture I measured many years ago in 21 in SRF, using topography, magnetic X-ray topographies, observing the surface of the sample. 1 millimeter is a bulk sample, okay? In the sample, the L form of the sample, observe of the X-ray diffraction in charge density wave. The difficult to perform experiments in X-ray in chromium because of the signal associated of the spin density wave is very small. And this experiment performed in SFF, observe of the sample is a continuum image because of the charge density wave is a continuum of the surface of the sample. This other experiments in the same paper is observed this point in 1.6, 0.9 and 9.1. This is a peak of the charge density wave observed in Campinas, in LNLS. Observe of this point is this peak is only in all directions. This indication is a single domain of the charge, and as a consequence, the single domain of the spin density wave. And when performed, apply magnetic field parallel of the surface of this sample, the charge density wave is change of the perpendicular to parallel of the surface. And this point, no peak observed when performed the X-ray in the same direction. This is an indication of the single Q state in surface of the chromium. What's the single Q is important? Important because this a single Q produce many different behavior in magnetic, antiferromagnetic phase of the chromium. This is our first paper in 67 of the Werner, where observe of the intensity of the neutrons in function of the temperature of the satellites, 001 minus delta, for example, the intensity of the neutrons. And the intensity of the neutrons, square of the intensity of the neutrons, are proportional or magnetization of the sublattice. Okay? This is a transversal phase. This is a longitudinal phase. No longitudinal phase not observed in this direction, 001. Only in 01 delta is observed of this spin density wave. And here, observe of the size of the Q. The one, remember of the Q, 2p, A1 minus delta, for example. Okay? Is observed of the change of this, the size of the delta as a function of the temperature. I know this tech, but the Néel transition of the chromium in 311 is high temperature. Okay? So the delta is approximately 4% of the Letze parameter. And this experiment performed in SRF2 in 2001, me and the collaborations, is observing X-ray diffraction of the spin density wave. The X-ray interaction of the magnetic moment and the intensity, for example, in comparison of the charge density wave, is a direct interaction of the X-ray radiation of the charge of the electron, is at 10,000. It's a very difficult experiment, need many accounts for observation this. But the importance of this experiment is observe of the polarization of the X-ray and observe of the effect of the component of the magnetic moment of the spin density wave. And this paper is show the magnetic moment associated with the spin density wave only due to of the spin, not the orbital moment, because of the experiment of the direction, the polarization sigma and sigma pi in this sample chromium. Okay? So it is a map of the reciprocal space. Because of the chromium is a BCC, no diffraction in 001 position, because of the factor structure. However, observe of the satellites around the 001. And around the 002, observe of charge density wave. Is a 2Q, is a double of the size of the spin density wave of chromium. But the antiferromagnetic properties of the chromium reflecting bulk properties. This image from Review of Modern Physics, Eric Fawcett, observe in Néel transition many behaviors. For example, the transition of the thermal expansion resistivity, specific heat, and the strain is a main important. Observe on the possible Néel transition of chromium in resistivity measurements. Because of the nature of the itinerant magnetism is possible of the change of the Néel in Néel transition. In Néel transition, observe of the resistivity increase of the temperature. Around the Néel transition, the resistivity decrease. Because of disappear of the long-range order, disappear of the gap in Fermi surface. And above this temperature, as a spectre of the metal, is a linear behavior. In these measurements, it's important this reference. The poly-Q state not prepare of the state of the chromium. In the single Q state, in the current parallel of the Q or perpendicular to the Q, you cooling down of the sample is a high magnetic field. 10 Tesla, for example. 10 Tesla, 12 Tesla. And this behavior is change of magnetic domains in the only direction, for example, 001 direction of the chromium. Okay? And observing resistivity, the dependence on the Q state prepare. And this measure of the strain, for example, observe of the Néel transition in 311 and 120, the spin flip transition, observe. What's observing is strain because of the change, magnetic phase is a change lattice parameter. Is observe this effect. Okay, chromium is an antiferromagnetic system. What the magnetization or magnetic susceptibility behavior? This is an important point. This measurement performed in my laboratory of the chromium is observed of the increase in low temperature, the susceptibility decreasing. It's not expected for antiferromagnetic behavior, because the antiferromagnetic behavior is expected of the increase in temperature. This is a point, is a nebula point. No direct explanation for this behavior. In 123.5 K, the spin flip transition is small jump here. And increase the temperature of Tn, 311.4 in my sample, and above this temperature is the spectrum of the Pauli paramagnetism. The spectrum of the metals, the spectrum of the chromium. Okay? However, this transition, spin flip transition, is presenting important dependency of the applied magnetic field. In this paper, I show around this region, only spin flip transition, 20.5, 120.4 K, observe this jump. When increased fields, 0.5 kilostat, 5 kilostat, 10 kilostat, and the 50 kilostat, observe of the change of the size of this peak. Compare of the scale, 3.19 to 3.19, 3.200, for example. In this case, it's 3.60, 3.20, 10 times more intense this behavior. Exactly this point, 10 kilohertz, observe of the, in this point, is transition is not, is balance of this state. Exactly this point is inflection of the magnetic field. 100K below spin flip transition and 140 above spin flip transition. Okay, this is a base about the magnetic properties of the chromium, but the chromium we studied many, many years, different alloys. This is a phase diagram, complete phase diagram proposed by Faust in the other review of other physics. And observe of the introduction of different metals, different behaviors. For example, vanadium. When you increase the vanadium concentration in chromium, the Néel temperature decreases linear and vanish around the 4%. Nickel, iron, manganese, molybdenum, tungstenium, cobalt, and the other metals, titanium, antimony, is a vast magnetic phase diagram. And they put this different concentration produce change of the density of the states, Q and delta. Discuss about chromium-vanadium system, my system studied many, many years. This magnetic phase diagram of the chromium-vanadium as expected decrease of Néel temperature linear because vanadium is the left side of the chromium in the table, more one electron. 1% of the chromium, the vanadium in chromium, volta, go back. 1% of the chromium decrease 100 K of the Néel transition. 311 para 210, 210, okay? And this magnetic phase, AF2 phase, is decrease one increase concentration, but disappear around 0.7%. The other sister, chromium titanium, is more interesting. Titanium is the left side of the vanadium, is a 2 electrons, more or less of the chromium. The behavior decrease linear, however, in 1.2, titanium and chromium disappear of the transition. It's not a continuous, it's abrupt jump here. Okay? In the AF2 phase is a similar, is a parabolic behavior. In the chromium niobium, niobium is exactly in the 4D metal, exactly down of the vanadium in table. Is a similar behavior in the parabolic behavior in the spin flip transition. Okay? I published this result recently in 2024. Okay. But the chromium exhibits a special behavior, quantum phase transition. The quantum phase transition proposed by EA in Nature in 2002 observe of the in chromium vanadium when increase vanadium concentration, Néel temperature decrease in 0 K. This is a characteristic of the quantum phase transition. Observing Néel temperature, the magnetic moment, the chromium vanadium decrease, the carries is a jump, and magnetic susceptibility is a jump in function of the vanadium concentration. And observe the same behavior in chromium titanium. Remember of the magnetic phase diagram of titanium, this jump here. When observed of the resistivity, relative resistivity 1.8 K and 300 K, around 1.2 is a change of behavior. Okay? And carries per chromium atom in 2K is a jump, is characteristic of the quantum phase transition. So it's a simple method, common method. The name of this paper is a common method exhibits quantum phase transition. Okay? So, what's the magnetic behavior of the chromium alloys? Okay? This is a chromium 0.2 upon 4 vanadium, 0.2, 0.4, observing low fields around the 1 kiloarsec here. It's different of the chromium. This is a chromium in this paper, is a 311, and the chromium vanadium is a 290 K, and chromium 0.4 to 260 K. Is observed of the jump in magnetic susceptibility, and above Néel temperature is a revised behavior. It's characteristic of the local magnetic moment. Okay? This is my first paper in my life, 1994, but not, and I studied this problem today. And this curve is the same, experiment, not the C susceptibility, but a C magnetic susceptibility. A C magnetic susceptibility apply the field of depend on the frequency. In this case, is a low frequency, is a 40 Hertz. This is interesting because it is observed two components in these measurements. The component associated with magnetic behavior, a component associated with resistivity. And the resistivity is very interesting because it's determinate of Néel temperature associated with the deviation of the resistivity around Tn. This point, this sample, is this point 287.9 K chromium 0.2 and 267.5 in chromium 0.4. When of the above Néel temperature, the jump in susceptibility. When disappear the long-range ordering system, disappear of the spin-density waving system, immediately above this temperature, it's observed as a jump. The magnetization, the susceptibility increase, and above this temperature decrease in function of temperature as Curie-Weiss behavior. This sample is a single crystal, the high quality, special chromium 0.2, many experiments of the neutrons and the X-ray performed the same sample, is observed this behavior. And observe this behavior in other chromium alloys. For example, chromium niobium alloy, the same behavior. And the group in South Africa observing chromium, rhenium, and vanadium alloys, the Curie-Weiss behavior here in these samples too. What's the origin of the magnetic behavior? And why not observe this behavior? Only in 90s observe. Not only observe in 60s, in 70s. Is magnetic moments is common in this time. The difference, está indo para frente. The difference, the magnetic signal of the chromium is very small. If you need a squid magnetometer for perform and observe of this phenomenon, is the signal of the chromium is a typical 10 plus minus 7, minus 6 magnetic moment, mu, in magnetometer. In need of the squid, and the squid starts in 19 years. What's the origin of the magnetic behavior in chromium? Chromium vanadium. The proposal is possibility of the local spin density wave. Tukhchev proposed in this paper, published in this book, the modulated and localized structure of the spin density wave in itinerant antiferromagnetic. The idea is based on Landau theory, not a quantum theory, is a a Landau theory. Propose of the chromium, the defect, for example, the 0.2 vanadium in chromium. In 1,000 chromium atoms, two atoms of vanadium. Imagine of the cube, 10 atoms, 1,000 atoms. And the change in for example, 0.1 vanadium, substitute 1 vanadium atom. The other vanadium atom, the distance, probably 10 parameters in the center of this cube, and the center of the cube, 10 parameters. Ops. Tá, o negócio está meio nervoso aqui. Tukhchev proposed is the magnetic moment depending on the potential of the defect potential, order parameter delta T associate of the gap, energy gap of the system and the density of the state. And Tukhchev predict the temperature, the local temperature, where disappear local magnetic moments. Imagine of the sample is a charge density, spin density wave is equivalent of the C of the electrons in the sample. When disappear of the spin density wave state is around the defects. small defects. One vanadium atom, for example. Around this vanadium atom, in this condition, is possible to existence of the spin density wave. However, when increased temperature is disappear this behavior. And in this paper is observed of this behavior, and observe not only depends of the temperature, depends on of the vanadium concentration. Above 0.5% of vanadium, no Curie-Weiss behavior observed. And observe at the T local. Observe in this sample is a 0.4 vanadium. The Curie-Weiss behavior decrease, and in this temperature, 360 Kelvin, 360 Kelvin is the change of behavior and the paramagnetism increase. Is a transformation of the Curie-Weiss behavior for Pauli paramagnetism because the local spin density wave disappear because of the temperature. Okay? When proposal of the magnetic phase diagram of the local spin density wave around the F1 phase, because when increase the magnetic field, disappear this behavior too. These are more important results. And as a consequence, produce magnetic irreversibilities associated of the chromium samples. These are recent results of the chromium, some chromium, and different magnetic fields, 0.5, 1 kilohertz, 5 kilohertz, 10, 15, and 50 kilohertz. Observe of the chromium, pure chromium, always. It's a wreck in my computer. The chromium, independent on the magnetic field, only Pauli paramagnetism. Observe when increase magnetic field, the spin flip transition increase. The black curve is a zero field cooling. I cool down the sample without magnetic field and apply N5K and perform these measurements. In the field cooling, the red curves, the sample cool down with applied magnetic field. For example, 5 kilohertz. Observe of the jump in spin flip transition. Why is this jump? This jump associated of the single Q state, because of produce the single Q state when cooling down the sample and apply magnetic field. Because when the below of Néel temperature, the SDW is change of the direction in the same direction of the applied field, produce the single Q. And in spin flip transition is a transversal behavior for longitudinal behavior. This transition produces the big jump here. Okay? Compare on in the increase in zero field and the field cooling. These are chromium. These are chromium 0.1. Chromium 0.1 and the increase temperature is a jump associated of local magnetic moment and the behavior of Curie-Weiss behavior. When perform field cooling, observe of the big jump in spin flip, but is a small field, 100 Oersted. When increase magnetic field, for example, in 1 kilohertz, the local appear, the Curie-Weiss behavior start to disappear. In 5 kilohertz, is the same behavior of the chromium, Pauli paramagnetism here. Okay? And the increase spin flip. Spin flip change, the spin flip temperature depend on the applied magnetic field. The dependence in this sample is very small. This is a point 2, the same behavior. Compare on this jump of this jump. And when cooling down the sample with applied magnetic field is not reversibility behavior. Decreasing this point where the start of the magnetic moment and appear this behavior. This behavior, remember, of the ferromagnetic interaction. Yeah? And the cooling down the sample, the local magnetic moment frozen in the lattice, and the change of the order, magnetic order, inside in this behavior. Is opposite of the antiferromagnetic behavior in this case. In this case, not exist local moments, because local moments appear only disappear speed density wave. However, when I cooling down the sample, the frozen of the local spin density wave around the vanadium atoms is my hypothesis. Okay? And in case of the sample, an increase in 10 kilohertz, disappear of the revised behavior. And the same case in 0.4%, more clear, this ferromagnetic behavior here when cooling down the sample. And observe the effect of this jump compare of this jump. I show all samples in the same fields. Is more easy to observe. And the zero field cooling and field cooling of chromium, in particular, when increased magnetic fields, the change of the spin flip jump here. Okay? When observe 0.1%, observe the 0.2 kilohertz. The jumper is more bigger compared on 15, and compare 0.4, for example, the jump 0.2 kilohertz is more intense compared on of the cooling down of the high magnetic field. And the proposal of the compare of the size of the jump. Susceptibility AF1 phase 2 Kelvin plus spin flip temperature. Susceptibility AF2 phase 20 Kelvin below of spin flip transition. Because spin flip transitions depend on the vanadium concentration and put the same interval. Observe of the chromium, the jump is increased when increased magnetic field. And other samples, 0.1, 0.2, 0.4, the jumper is more bigger compare when increase the field and the decrease. My speculation, this jump, if the size of the jump depends on of the cooling down magnetic field, 50 kilohertz here, the magnetic moment due to of local spin density wave in 0.4 is equivalent to 5 Tesla inside of the sample, because observe this same jump. Okay? When you decrease the field, more intense here, because of the jump of the spin flip is associated of the single Q state produced of the impurities. Okay? Finally, the formation of the localized magnetic moments associated of this local spin density wave leads the appearance of magnetic anisotropy and ferromagnetic domains of the spin density wave, observing cooling down with high magnetic fields. And show the pinning of the long-range order of the STW. Stimulate of study more details affect magnetic impurities in itinerant system. For end of my talk, is important this moment is a calculation of the influence of the impurity in the chromium matrix. My dream is a calculation of the DFT behavior. However, DFT in a itinerant system, and it needs a big system because only one atom of the vanadium needs 1,000 chromium vanadium is a big system. These are important. Recently, in group of the Germany, calculate of the spin density wave in chromium, the development of the functional for calculate by use the VESTA program for calculate the spin density wave in chromium in alpha iron is an antiferromagnetic system. So it's needed to calculate it and include of the impurity for understanding the nature of this local magnetic moment in chromium. Thank you for your attention, and I thank for my sponsors.
Questions? Mariana?
The distribution of the impurities, whether it's a random or periodic, does it matter at all?
It probably is random, because it is a very small quantity, amounted 0.1, one vanadium atom for 1,000. And the characteristics important of the homogeneity of the sample is a size of the transition. This transition of the sample is very thin. When of the distribution of the impurities, the different parts of the sample, different Niel temperatures, create a broad transition. In this sample, because the single crystals is very homogeneous behavior. And the different parts of the samples perform different parts of the sample observe the same behavior, same temperatures.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the effect does not rely on the distribution of impurities being random or periodic. So you would imagine that it would lead to the same phenomena.
Yeah.
Because it makes a difference if you want really to simulate.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
this is an important study I perform now because I receive a new accessory of the SQUID. What the behavior of the samples in low field when apply the pressure. The Niel temperature depends on the pressure. And when apply of the pressure, it's possible to apply 1.2 gigapascal in the sample. What's the effect of this magnetic moment? Is a change of the distance of the lattice, and it's possible to change this effect, for example. I'm expecting to perform this experiment in this year.
okay, thanks.
Well,
Any other quick question? So then we move along.
I have no idea how simple this could be from the experimental point of view, but if you have a time-dependent magnetic field, did you try to look how the susceptibility respond for different frequencies of an external magnetic field? This could provide you some insights about the dynamical behavior of your spin waves.
yeah, the problem of the metal samples. When apply magnetic, AC magnetic field, induce a current, eddy currents in sample. And the eddy currents produce magnetic signal.
I see.
And the more bigger of compare of the chromium signal.
Interesting.
However, I perform experiments of the relaxation measurements in function of the time. Yeah, I have many data that not work in this data. And this data, we apply magnetic fields, stop the temperature, and observe of the dependence of the magnetization in function of the time. Above Niel temperature in local magnetic moment, and observe of the relaxation process. When performed, for example, measured during 2 hours, for example, the magnetization decrease is not error bar. Yeah, is a good behavior. Is associated of dynamic process. In particular, in chromium 0.2 vanadium, is the same sample performing neutron experiment in elastic scattering neutrons during this sample, and observe in paramagnetic phase fluctuation of the spins, association of the neutron. And this time associated with a paramagnons, possible in this sample. probably paramagnus, this magnetic moment is a local spin magnetic moment. Neutron experiments is important to observation of the dynamic in inelastic scattering of the neutrons.
Thank you.
Quick question here. So recently we have seen the emergence of 2D materials, more specifically magnetic 2D materials, either single layer or multi-layered, that are based on chromium. And you can play around with like the different magnetic phases, depending on the number of layers and etc. So I'm just like wondering whether this like a Lawing technique can be extrapolated to like 2D materials, or if there's something on the van der Waal like forces that preclude you from like getting this nice spin density waves in 2D materials. Yeah.
Yeah, in the thin films of chromium, for example, with the reduce of the small thin films, remember of the size of the spin density wave is a 6 nanometer, 6 nanometer, 60 angstrom. You produce small thin films of 10 angstrom, for example, or 20 angstrom, is observed at reduce of the spin density wave because reduce of the dimensionality of the system. The many works performed by Zabel in Germany study of the thin films, but not produce the thin films of the alloys, because more easy produce of the chromium, layer by chromium, layer by vanadium, is not the same behavior, because the quantity of the vanadium is depending of the response of system. The idea of the impurity and the small effects.
But what about like chromium triodide or chromium bromide
It's not
sulfide?
it's not spin density wave system.
There's no.
No,
Okay.
no, yeah.
What is the reason?
Because the spin density is the nature of the itinerant magnetism. It depends on of the firm surface of the chromium, because it's a metal. It's a very interesting alloy of the chromium rhenium alloy, coexist of superconductivity and the spin density wave in the same phase, in low temperatures. Because of the origin of the Eric Fawcett in this review explain of the origin of the spin density wave is a very similar to a Cooper pairs. It's a similar because of the interaction of the electrons is a long range order described by a gas, electron gas modulated, and the influence of the lattice. The same fluctuations observed in chromium vanadium, for example, in neutrons, is observed in superconductor, in high TC superconductors, the same spin fluctuations. And that possible in the idea of the same origin, maybe.
One, you can continue on this discussion later on, but I think you also have to fight, Mermin-Wagen theorem. If you're in the, which is not probably the case in the 2D, then there's no longer range order. But this is an alloy, right? Anyway, now Axel will tell us why outer magnetism is so useful for quantum magnetics.